So AEW happened. The show started with Will Ospreay versus Buddy Matthews for really no reason why this match happened. But this was a great match. Where you got no. That's what it was. Probably a great match for the Smarks, not for me. No story. No fuck was given. After match, Will Ospreay says that both Buddy Matthews and Brody King don't need to be following a leader, and they could be by themselves. He says that they can easily win tag team gold together or even singles gold alone if they worked hard enough. Ospreay says that if Buddy goes on his own and needs some backup, he has Ospreay in his corner, and they shake hands. I mean, I didn't even care for the match, and it's like there's no story, but respect bullshit. It's like I don't get this crap, man. I really don't. We then see Private Party. They're having a celebration for their tag title defense for whatever reason, and then the Hurt Syndicate interrupts. They said that they're here to celebrate. They're here to celebrate for Private Party, and that they basically, they have a toast, but then this toast that their tag titles are going to the Hurt Syndicate. Basically, yeah. So they were making it seem like they're going buddy together, but no, they're not. So yeah, that's what happened. And then eventually Bobby Lashley, he defeated Mark Briscoe. Then the Hurt Syndicate continues to attack Briscoe, but then Private Party comes down with steel chairs. Alright, this shit. I don't know what the fuck this was. So, there was a casino gauntlet match, and I would just call this the casino jobber gauntlet, that's for sure. This match, I don't know why the hell this happened, and this was literally made for a show that's next week. For some reason, they're calling Maximum Carnage for God knows what reason. So this match had a lot of jobbers in this gauntlet match. Not an ounce of star power, or not an ounce that nobody really cares about. Like, look at this. Like, look at the people who are in. So Jay White and Hangman Page started the match, and Wheeler enters. Ricochet interrupts, but apparently he posed a swerve. Then Adam Cole, Daniel Garcia, Powerhouse Hobbs, Roger Strong, Lance Archer, Kyle O'Reilly, and then Jeff Jarrett enters, but he barely was in the match because again he got distracted. So this was like his chance to win, on Glory or whatever. I don't know why the fuck this match happened. And why is there a world title match next week anyways, or this show's called, and why is this show called Maximum Carnage? Why is it happening? Who the hell cares? I don't know. Anyways, Powerhouse won this match. He then says hey, John Moxley brought me AEW, but I'm gonna make him my bitch. Why should we really care? I'm not trying to hate on this guy. I do think the guy could have potential, but it's they fail to utilize him to why should we care? Anyways, Jeff Jarrett was gonna talk. He says, he was interviewed by Renee. He's he failed to live up to the idea that, 1 year, it does that. Nas Outlaw has a chance, or whatever. I have 1 year left. It says 1 year. He wants to be a world champion before he retires from in-ring competition, but MJ interrupts. He says that, Double J, you've done it all. You were the 12-time champion, blah, blah, blah. Double J, you were you done it all. I had to Google it, actually. But my father's a fan of yours. I already made history of being the longest reigning and the greatest AEW champion of all time and all. But you know what? How about this? If you really wanted a chance of glory, with your 1-year contract, how about I offer you a position that I'll help you win the title, but I'll be the first in line. Then Double J says he fought from the bomb before and has no problem doing it again, and he declines AJ's offers we have something we call you as one-hit wonders. We learn from our failures to become then our successes, and I'm gonna do it my own way, blah blah blah. So that's what led to MJF, Jeff Jarrett basically failing to go along with his decision. This will lead to probably them feuding. Watch when MJF attacks him because he probably takes this as an offense. So that's what's gonna happen. He does call him. He said he's going to go back in the mountain, and calls MJF a retired prick. Then we see Edge. Edge comes out and says, like, once that the reason why he's targeting that fighter is because they made it personal. Once they targeted him, they made it personal, and wonder if they had the guts to take him down and stop him breathing. Edge points out, Cope. Still trying to cope with that. I'm still trying to cope, even calling him out of Cope in the first place. He's still known as Edge, no matter fucking what. Edge comes, he also said that, if he thinks he kept him down, look at what he's done. Like, I fought the great Eddie Guerrero in a no disqualification match, and I broke my freaking neck, but I got up and wrestled longer than that. I got up after injured my leg against Malachi Black, and I still got up and wrestled, continue after that. You think you still got what it takes to attack me and to keep me down? And then basically, the Left Riders come out, but then FTR and Edge, they take advantage of a brawl, but then Edge got distracted by Marina Shafir, and then he got attacked by Pac with the briefcase title in it, and then eventually at least they beat down with them attacking Edge. Eventually, this stuff stops because of Powerhouse Hobbs. So, they're trying to, I guess, they're going to make him, they're trying to push him now, or not really push him, but trying to showcase him. But again, this is only because of a fucking title match. You see, I wouldn't have a problem with if, again, Powerhouse Hobbs was on TV and they were showcasing him, but they failed to make me care about him, where they barely showcased him, and now he's already number one contender. I don't know. Like, it's just ass backwards booking. Oh, hello. Mariah May says, all the women next week are gonna dance for me. They're gonna dance, and then this chick for some reason comes in. Harley can't, whatever, the Page chick, and they said, how about we have a little preview and dance, and we'll rip your head off, or I don't know, fighting a bra and panties match. Maybe that would be fucking awesome. Chris Stanlander defeats Tony Storm and Willow Nightingale in a gauntlet. So this is a gauntlet match qualifier for God knows what reason, and the winner of this match will go on to face Morame at Grand Slam Australia, whatever. I don't know. Kenny Omega comes out and he has a new theme song. I don't know. I don't even care really. Kenny Omega, he says, last year has been a roller coaster, needing surgery, wanting to get back in the ring. After I got my surgery, the doctors told me that I would be lucky if I ever returned to always or the ring. Basically mentioned how, he could have died, if he didn't know that he had diverticulitis. And he says, Kenny today is a new Kenny Omega, and I want to see if I can do what I can do. It may not be the same Kenny, who did all the moves, whatever, but I'm gonna do what I can, blah blah blah. Eventually the Don Callis comes out, confronts Kenny, and welcomes back from the dead. Then Kenny goes after Callis, but then is ambushed by Brian Cage, Lance Archer, and then eventually Kyle Fletcher. And then eventually Will Ospreay makes a save, and they have a little face-off. The show does end with Kenny was about to talk on the microphone, but the show cut off anyways. I guess because they ran out of time. I don't know what Kenny was gonna say. I don't know. It's just whatever. But yeah, get it. There's a tension between them, but he still did the right thing to help and blah 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 because they have a mutual foe. This show. The Casino Gauntlet was just pathetic. Yeah, and, I didn't care for the matches again. Didn't care. I mean, it's great to see Edge, but again, it's man, what a downgrade with AEW shit. Kenny, I'm not the biggest Kenny Omega fan, but I have gained some respect for him, and good to see him at least being healthy. I gained respect for him because he admits his failure that he made Dave Meltzer become the man he is, of how Dave Meltzer is his 5-star bullshit ratings or star ratings are pathetic, which I absolutely respect that he mentioned that. But other than that, this is just not much to really care for. Overall the show is pretty boring. Kind of just typical, but just the Gauntlet jobber match was pathetic.